program is funded by grants from McDonald's Corporation and McDonald's Restaurants Fund, and by public television stations, the Ford Foundation, and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
David, why does the traffic signal turn red?
Listen, you turn red too if you hadn't changed in front of all those people. Hey, Tommy, guess what? I got its own phenomenon for you. It's called salt pendulum. What you do is you take a piece of construction paper and make it into a cone shape. And at the end of the cone, there should be a little hole. And at the top of the cone, you tie 3 pieces of string. From those 3 strings, you tie a nice long one. And from that long string, you tie another long string and tape it up in the corners of the doorway. Then you have a piece of black paper. Here, hold the bottom of the cone. Okay. And what you do is you pour the salt in. And you just swing it slightly. And it'll make a design. And now it looks like a zeppelin. And then it looks like a basketball. Now it looks like a football. Now it looks like a watermelon. Now it looks like a banana. Now it looks like a hot dog. Now it looks like a football. Oh, it made a perfect football, and then it cut right across. And if you want to make, Tommy, if you want to make different shapes, all you have to do is adjust the top string. Oh, get this out. I'll pour it in. Okay. Yeah. Good. Okay. Let her rip. Oh, wow. That's neat. That's going fast. Looks like a spear or a long pickle or something. Yeah. Whoa. It's going the other way now. Hey, now it's going. Oh, it's probably getting broken. It's cutting across. And that's how you make it. Why don't you try it at home?
Barrel sent in by Ron Lorman of Bloomfield, New Jersey. Take a potato in one of your hands and a fork in the other. Now toss the potato up in the air about 3 feet and try to catch it on the fork. It may sound simple, but it takes practice. Good luck.
You got a potato and a fork? I'm moving on. Oh, good. I'll take the big one. I can give it to you. Come on, just take it. Here goes the
I'm going to give you the fork.
Don't take it. Hey, you did it! You had to throw it 3 feet in the air. You did it. Come on, this is simple. Oh, yeah. No. Fantastic. I know I'm the best, boys and girls. Oh, look at this potato. I haven't missed yet, except for the first try. I'm the only one with one left. One for me. What do you... All right, look, here, catch it. You're a terrible catch. Yeah, I got another one right here. Now watch this. 1-1. It slipped.
Tracy, why do golfers wear 2 pairs of pants?
Well, in case they get a hole in one.
This is my sister Tony, and she's going to show you how to do a hairstyle called cornrowing. Where did cornrowing first start?
Well, it started in Africa, in the bush countries.
Why did they wear cornrows?
To let their scalp breathe and to help it grow because they had to wear their hair very short then.
Oh. Is that the reason why we wear cornrows now?
Yes. You can top off cornrows with beads or initials or anything like that. It's very popular now. Most women and children wear it today.
I seen a man one day, he had cornrows.
I know.
And boys. Nice. Do they do it somewhere when it's circular with the initials in the middle on the top?
Well, it's the same way, but there's different angles you're supposed to cornrow, and there's 2 ways. There's overhand and underhand. I like overhand because my hand doesn't get tired, and I feel more relaxed. But there's one thing about cornrow you have to find out. you have to be patient with it, because if you do it wrong once, you have to do it again. And that's all there's to it. You just watch the fingers go in and out and over and everything, and that's how cornrow is learned. Very easy.
My name is Mary Ann Gilman. I live in Chester Depot, Vermont. 2 years ago, I started running a steam engine. As soon as I saw the steam engine, I really thought it was neat. And I finally got up my courage and asked the engineer for a ride. He said, yeah, and that's the way it all started. Andy's the engineer of Steamtown. First time I actually drove it, it was really scary, and I wouldn't let Andy out of my sight. But he comforted me and, said nothing to be afraid of, and after a couple weeks, I was okay. When I'm behind the wheel, it feels like I have a big responsibility. Every time I drive around steep corners, I get a tingly feeling because I'm afraid that iron monster is going to tip, but I'm just so small. I get petrified.
How we doing, Marianne? Good.
Harold is the fireman. It's Harold's job to get plenty of coal into the fire, and it's my job to have plenty of water in the boiler. So together, we see to it that we got plenty of steam. Steamtown is a museum and a train all rolled into one. We take a train out for the tourists.
I got the yellow line, bro.
The first thing we do when we get into Bells Falls, we get the train ready for the passenger trip.
All right, now put some on your piston.
So I'll pull you. There we go.
All right, you close your cover up on your cup. Yeah. All right. All righty. Hold up a little bit on the draw head there.
Andy is the best teacher that I've ever had, even though it's not in school. Andy, he and I just get along really well, and he treats me like I'm his daughter, and I treat him like he's my grandfather.
Don't forget now, you gotta go fast because we're late. We're gonna make this time up.
No.
Yes, we are.
No.
Now I'm running this thing, and you do as you get told.
No.
What do you mean, no?
No. You scared me the last time, and you slipped coming over the gorge. Wait, you slipped coming over the gorge once, twice, then you slipped coming over the gorge.
Well, you gotta realize that the rails is bad. It was raining. There's leaves around there. I couldn't help that.
Right, but if you hadn't been going so fast, I know it was a photo run, but speed is important. You don't have to go fast. This is a 35 miles an hour, and that is all I like to go.
All right, if you feel that way, you're going to stay with me. I'll do as you tell me. All on board! All right, Marianne, I want you to get out of town. Try your independent brake valve back. Drop the sand. The water was dripping on the rail, that's what did it. Give a little more. Leave this stand right on until we get out of here.
Sometimes it's my day off, and I go through the cars instead of riding in the engine with Andy.
How fast does this train go?
Oh, about 30, 35 miles an hour.
Do you earn any money on doing this?
Well, I usually get lunch free and things like that.
Do you ever get bored just driving this back and forth all the time?
No, there are a lot of things that are unexpected and really exciting.
It's sort of like my track and my engine on this track. Feels like I could do anything, drive spikes and shovel coal, and nothing could happen.
Stop where we were this morning, right here. Okay, stop.
When I grow up, I want to be an engineer, and I'm sick of a women's libber, and I'm trying to make the first lady engineer in New England.
Brakes tied back.
Yeah,
All ready for you.
Okay.
Well,
Well, tomorrow I won't be so hard on you.
yeah, you went pretty fast. Not
What?
like that.
Okay, tomorrow we'll go a little slower.
Yeah.
I'll do that. And I said to myself, you are a dream to perform like you do. You're great. I'm going to see that you are the first lady engineer for Steamtown someday.
See you tomorrow.
Happy dreams.
Happy dreams.
It really takes a long time to get your whole head done. But this is what she done so far. And you can do any design you want in the back because it's really fun.
But it does take a long time, and it's a lot of patience. You have to comb it out and make sure the hair doesn't get between your fingers or messed up anywhere.
Whatever happened to the girl who ate gunpowder?
Well, her hair grew out in bangs. Oh.
Oh, good. We get to see our friends at the old Zoom In again.
Santa Claus. Santa Claus. Hey, that's not bad. I'll have to try it out on somebody. Ho, ho, ho. And here comes Bonnie.
Hiya, Mr. Williams.
Hi, Bonnie. Have I got a story for you? Another one? This one's good. See, a guy is riding on a bus, and he keeps yelling, I'm Santa Claus. I'm Santa Claus.
Santa Claus?
Santa Claus. So the driver says, will you please keep quiet? But the guy keeps yelling out, I'm Santa Claus. I'm Santa Claus. Finally, the driver gets really mad. He steps on the brakes and stops the bus. Then he yells, North Pole, and throws the guy off the bus. What's the matter? Don't you get it?
Yep, I got it.
See, the guy kept yelling out, I'm Santa Claus. So
Why don't you just forget it, Mr. Williams? Anyways, I've got a little something for you. Here, a brand new pair of used roller skates. I found them at the rink and nobody else wanted them.
Thanks, Bonnie. Well, it's, just what I've always wanted.
Oh, if you're worried about not knowing how to roller skate, I'll teach you.
Sure, Bonnie, sure. Say, here's one I bet you haven't heard. What did George Washington say to his men before crossing the Delaware?
I don't know, what?
He said, get in the boat!
Put the skates on and let's get with it.
Wait! Hide it! The cops are coming! Hide it! Please! Hide it! I don't want it!
I don't want it. Hey, wait a minute, Maxie. The police cars didn't stop. What are you so worried about?
Phew. I didn't think they were after me. But you never can be too sure.
Hey, what's in the bag?
My laundry. I was just bringing it home.
Then why were you running from the police?
Well, you see, it's a habit of mine. I'm always afraid of getting caught. I guess.
Man, that's a crazy habit.
Relax, Maxie. You're home now.
That's right. Back in my favorite spot, the good old Zoom In.
If this is your favorite spot, do you know what Dracula's favorite spot is?
Huh?
The Vampire State Building. Don't you get it? The Vampire State Building?
Yeah, sure, Miss Williams. I gotta go sort out my laundry.
Yeah, see you, Mr. Williams.
Hey, wait a minute. Did you guys hear the one above?
Can Blockbuster Bonnie teach Mr. Williams to stay on his feet? Is Maxie really going to sort his laundry? Or will he just throw it into the drawer? Tune in for the next terrific episode of As the World Zooms.
cornrow looks like when it's finally finished.
I think I'm gonna do this one over.
No. Shucks. Would you like to learn how to do cornrowing? We have a Zoom card that shows you how to do it. Just write something up over box 350, Boston, Mass. 02134. And be sure to include a Sazy. Otherwise, we won't be able to send you the Zoom card.
A few days ago, there was a fire in my house, and it was scary because, like, everything happened so quick. A lot of firemen came, and actually about 10 fire engines came, and 2 police cars, and 2 fire chiefs.
What was it like? Were you scared or something?
I mean, I was scared because, I mean, it happened before, the same place, but I was scared because, like, it was, flames were coming out of the window, and the firemen were breaking glass, and, you know, the sirens.
Did anything of yours get burnt?
I'm glad. What?
Anything of yours got burnt?
No, it just, a lot of stuff got wet. And,
You didn't have to jump or anything through a window.
No. Our windows on the, we live on, our house is on the street, but we live on, like, our windows and stuff are on the side, on the other side street. So, like, if we would have had to jump out, it would have been in, like, the people wouldn't have seen us because the people were in the front, you know, the crowd was in the front. And but it was scary because there was a lot of smoke, and I was barefooted, and I had my pajamas on.
What, this was at night?
Yeah, it was Sunday night. I was watching TV, and then my brother was sitting up in the window, and he goes, "Here comes engine so-and-so and so-and-so," and then my mother goes, "Well, why don't we go see where it is?" Because the fireman stopped right on the corner of our house. And then we all realized that it was at our house. I mean, everything happened so quick, and then we had to run out the house, and then we had to stand out there in the freezing cold with our pajamas and bare feet, and then the glass was coming down. Like, this happened at the top floor, so all the glass was coming down, and it went...
Where did you live after that?
I stayed at some friend's house, and my mother stayed with my sister, and then I went over sometimes, like, I went straight from my friend's house too.
If I had a fire in my house, I'd grab my guinea pig.
The last time there was a fire in there, my mother has false teeth, right, and she forgot them, so she made the fireman go back up and get them for her.
Teresa Zembron of Morton Grove, Illinois, writes, "Dear Zoom, here's a poem about your show. If you're bored, don't be ignored. Go up to your room and write to Zoom. Write a riddle or something with a middle. Write Zone Box 350 if you watch the very best show."
My family is my sister Amy, and my mother is my brother Michael and myself.
Getting tired? That must be about right.
My mother got divorced 5 years ago.
Is that the right way?
I'm the only older male person in the house. The chores that my father might do, usually done by myself or my mother.
Yeah, they're good in time. Ah, maybe they're not. Do it just a little more.
It makes me feel kind of good that I'm helping around the house. If there's something that I can fix, then of course she'd let me do it.
Maybe just as tight as you can get it. And maybe it just gets looser.
How's that?
Oh, that seems really. Are you ready? Oh, beautiful. Okay.
My father lives 2 hours away, and he lives down on Cape Cod. Before my parents got divorced, I got along with my brother and my sister and my father. And it didn't seem like my mother and my father were fighting, I guess, because they, might have kept it from us or something like that. And then one day, my mother told us they weren't getting along, and she said that my father's going to go down on the Cape. Now I see my father on long weekends, school vacations, and during the summer.
let's get some sand on those brushes, Amy. Come on. There we go. Get that water. We'll get the water line right here first. Come on.
You're spraying me.
Well, I'm spraying. I get working. I'll spray you off. That's it. Okay. There, that's good. We get that good and clean now. Yeah, that's it. There we go. Come on, don't get your sister wet now. Don't get Michael wet either. You're gonna get us all wet. Oh, it's good having you help me now.
At first, it seemed kind of strange that my father wasn't around. Like, something was missing all the time. But since then, I've been, talking with my mother and my father, and they've, said things that have made sense, and so I kind of pieced everything together.
That's coming off good. How's your week been?
Okay, we played football, and I got the gym teacher.
My father can be a very good friend to you, and if you don't have that very good friend, it can make you feel not that great. I wish my father was around so I could talk to him, but when I go down to see him, I try to talk to him.
Not at football. I don't like football that much, but I'm going to be on the soccer team and the gymnastics thing.
Yeah, here, let's give Sam a hand here. Here, go and get the... Lunch, great.
My father remarried about a year and a half after my mother and my father got divorced. My father's new wife is Sally.
Olive ham and some pickles, some of those homemade ones. You want to go out and get some co-ogs?
I like to go out in the boat in the whaler.
Fine, go ahead.
Can I come?
It kind of confused me for a while that my father's getting married again, but we're all part of the family when we go down there. And so we can adjust it okay now, going back and forth.
Oh, yeah. Hey, do you want to go for a bike ride after lunch? Yes.
Okay.
Could I have the tuna too when you're done, Lee?
What are we going to do for Thanksgiving?
Well, your dad said something about you going down for the cake, didn't he?
Yep.
I didn't go.
You know what I would appreciate? I would love to have some more things like this. You know, some more.
Why not any more sets?
Remember your big bouquets of stuff you got me? Without the goldenrod, please, this time. It would be beautiful and everything.
Since my mother and my father got divorced, I think I became more open about things. When someone has a problem, we usually try to figure it out through the family.
You can hit me 1,000 times, just like you do me. No, it's not the water. No. You can be the first one to be buried. Hey, Amy. No. Mommy.
No, you want me to come?
That's a good luck charm. Give it to Amy.
It's called Golden Slippers Floribunda, all right? Now, put it in your pocket, and that means you will no longer get clobbered.
Come on. That means if you
Every
get
time I'm about
if
to
he
get
gets
you, listen, you're fine, okay?
let go of me. Let go of me. Oh, help me, y'all. Save me. Mrs. Stark. Save me. Oh.
When my mother and my father got divorced, it affected not only me, but my whole family. Sometimes I think about what it might be like if my parents weren't divorced. I don't really wish they're back together, and I don't wish that they're apart. This is just how it's been, and so I kind of think this is the way it should be, and it shouldn't really be changed.
funded by grants from McDonald's Corporation and McDonald's Restaurants Fund, and by public television stations, the Ford Foundation, and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Presentation of Zoom was made possible in part by a grant from General Foods Corporation.